Yes, this problem is related to question paper May June 2018. The following is the P&L account of Sri Lakshmi Narayan Limited of an Indian company for the year ending 31st March 2007. We will first analyze the particulars related to debit items, salaries and wages. So first we have to analyze what it has been computed to be calculated from us. One is total income of the company under normal provision is also to be calculated, under tax liability is also to be calculated, and the final tax liability of the company. Okay, salaries and wages, advertisement expenses, insurance, audit fees, these are all related to business related items. We'll skip out this. Depreciation, income tax, transfer to general reserve, any reserves is to be considered. Office expenses, as they have directly said as office expenses, no need to consider. Losses of subsidiary company. While calculating the total income under normal provision, anything which is related to company or business is to be skipped. But while calculating the book profit, I'll tell you later, my profit is 10,90,000. There is nothing information in the credit balances. We don't need this gross profit. Next, this is very much important. Brought forward loss as per books of accounts is 1,25,000 and as per IT is 1,50,000. Whenever they both have been given as per books of accounts, as per IT, both have been given here. So we need to take IT while calculating the normal provision, and we need to consider the books of accounts while calculating the MAT provision. The same applies here also. Brought forward unabsorbed depreciation as per books of account is to be considered while calculating the MAT, as per IT is to be considered for calculating the this normal provision. Okay, fine. We'll start up with the solution. First is computation of income from business, and first calculate the normal provision. As usual, how we calculated for the company, the same applies here. Computation of income from business, take the net profit as 10,90,000. Among debit balances here, the personal items are salaries and wages business, advertisement business, insurance business. We don't know it for which this insurance belongs to, and hence we will take it as a fire insurance and skip it off. Audit phase, no need to consider. And then the depreciation only we will consider when there is a difference in depreciation P&L account debit balance, and we will take the additional information depreciation. We will take the difference. If it is any excess, we will add it. Any deficit, we will deduct it. Here we are not considering the depreciation because there is nothing information in the additional information regarding the depreciation. Here it is brought forward unabsorbed depreciation but not the actual depreciation, and hence I am skipping this depreciation too. Next, income tax we need to consider. Transfer to general reserve, any reserves we need to consider, and hence only these two items can under inadmissible expenses. So after adding this, 11,60,000 will be the amount. There is nothing inadmissible incomes, nothing is there, and hence deducted income from business will be 11,60,000. The next step while calculating the normal provision is the total income of the company. Income from salary nil, house property nil, because nothing information is related to that. Next comes business profession, we have calculated right now. Capital gains, other sources, everything will be nil. So 11,60,000. At the last, those information regarding to brought forward amount, brought forward loss, brought forward unabsorbed depreciation, which is only IT, ಅದನ್ನು ಮಾತ್ರ ನಾವು ಡಿಡಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ವಿಚ್ ಈಸ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ IT, we will considered under normal provision only the as per IT Act ಮಾತ್ರ ತಗೋಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಬ್ರಾಡ್ ಫಾರ್ವರ್ಡ್ ಲಾಸ್ ಆಸ್ ಪರ್ ಬುಕ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ಸ್ ಆಮೇಲೆ ನೋಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಣ ಇದು ಮ್ಯಾಟ್ ತಗೋಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ. ಸೊ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ IT ಏನಿದೆ 1,50,000. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಬ್ರಾಡ್ ಫಾರ್ವರ್ಡ್ ಡಿಪ್ರಿಸಿಯೇಷನ್ ಆಸ್ ಪರ್ IT ಏನಿದೆ 75,000, and hence I have considered brought forward loss as per IT 1,50,000, brought forward unabsorbed depreciation as per IT is 75,000. Total of all these will arrive at the gross total income. This brought forward loss or brought forward unabsorbed depreciation must be deducted before calculating the gross total income. That is, as soon as we calculate the 5 heads of income, this loss and unabsorbed depreciation, anything which is brought forward ಅಂತಂದರೆ which is carried from the previous year, not related to previous year, preceding the previous year loss ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಅದನ್ನು previous yearಗೆ ಕ್ಯಾರಿ ಫಾರ್ವರ್ಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ ಅಂತ ಅರ್ಥ. ಸೊ ಹೆನ್ಸ್ we will deduct it before getting to the gross total income. So next, as usual, deductions is to be given, nothing information related to deduction, total income will be arrived. Tax on 30%, here I have taken directly because if there is any LTCG we will calculate at 20%, STCG casual incomes, later on we will come to the other incomes 30%, same format illu kuda apply agutte. And hence there is no information regarding the LTCG, I have directly calculated at the rate of 30%, 2,80,500, and education cess 4%, 11,220. The tax liability under the normal provision is 2,91,710. This is only we are calculating the normal provision only. The next further step is calculating the MAT provision. So let's move on to the MAT provision. Yes, calculating the tax liability under MAT provision. First we have to calculate the book profit and then the tax liability. While calculating the book profit, take the net profit as the base, same as normal provision, 10,90,000. Here what are all the items is to be considered is general reserve, any reserves is to be considered, any losses of the company is to be considered, as I have said in the format I have considered it. And then any IT, as usual, income tax paid or income tax payable, whatever it is to be considered. And then depreciation, it is particularly stated that given in the P&L account is to be taken. Yes, depreciation has been given in the P&L account as rupees 1 lakh, and hence considered here P&L account 1 lakh. So total of all this will arrive at 12 lakh 85,000. Next, again, any losses under subtraction, the depreciation which is again in the P&L account, which have been added here, same depreciation P&L account ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರೋದನ್ನೇ ನಾವು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಮತ್ತೆ ಕ್ಯಾರಿ ಫಾರ್ವರ್ಡ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಡಿಡಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಅಗೇನ್ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ಡ್ ಹಿಯರ್. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಹೆನ್ಸ್ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಯಾವುದಾದ್ರೂ ಎಕ್ಸೆಂಪ್ಟೆಡ್ ಇನ್ಕಮ್ಸ್ ಇದ್ದರೆ, ಸಚ್ ಆ್ಯಸ್ like dividend from Indian company is exempted, agriculture from Indian company is exempted ಅಂತ ಯಾವುದಾದ್ರೂ ಇನ್ಕಮ್ಸ್ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ಲಿ ಎಕ್ಸೆಂಪ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದರೆ ಅದನ್ನು ನಾವು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಆ್ಯಸ್ ದಿ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಈಸ್ ಸೈಲೆಂಟ್ ರಿಗಾರ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ದೋಸ್ exempted incomes, the next is as per books of accounts brought forward loss or brought forward unabsorbed depreciation, ಎರಡೂ ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ we will consider brought forward loss as per books of accounts is 1,25,000. So brought forward loss as per books of accounts is 1,25,000. Brought forward unabsorbed depreciation as per books of accounts is 25,000. So compare this, whichever is less is to be taken, 25,000, and then add back 1,25,000, deduct it from 12,85,000. The book profit is 11,60,000. So on this book profit, the tax liability on MAT is tax at 18.5% on book profit. That is 11,60,000 into 18.5%. Add education cess at 4%. MAT liability under MAT will be arrived. Next, third step, last step will be the tax liability. ಯಾವುದು ಇವಾಗ ಎರಡಿದೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಹತ್ರ, ನಾರ್ಮಲ್ ಪ್ರಾವಿಷನಲ್ಲೂ ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ ಲಯಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಇದೆ, ಮ್ಯಾಟಲ್ಲೂ ನಾರ್ಮಲ್ ಕಂಪೇರ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಇವಾಗ ಮ್ಯಾಟ್ ಪ್ರಾವಿಷನಲ್ಲೂ ಕೂಡ ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ ಲಯಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಇದೆ. ಸೊ ಎಸ್, ನಾರ್ಮಲ್ ಪ್ರಾವಿಷನ್ 2,91,720 ಇದೆ, ಮ್ಯಾಟ್ ಪ್ರಾವಿಷನಲ್ಲಿ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ 2,23,184. ಅಮಂಗ್ ದೀಸ್ ಟು ವಿಚ್ ಎವರ್ ಈಸ್ ಹೈ ಇಸ್ ಟು ಬಿ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ಡ್. So compare this, whichever is high, under normal provision high irodrinda, therefore the tax liability which is to be paid by the company is 2,91,720. So this is the procedure for calculating the MAT provision tax liability. This is very much important from the exam point of view, which comes for the 14 marks. Next we'll move on to the next problem. So this problem is 2019 question paper. The following is the information of TN company for the assessment year. Take the particulars of debit items. First we will analyze what to be considered here. Yes, normal provisional tax liability ಕಂಡುಹಿಡಿಬೇಕು, tax liability of the company and tax liability of under section 15 JB. Under section 115 JB ಅಂತಂದರೆ it is nothing but MAT ಅಂತ ಅರ್ಥ. And hence we will calculate first as usual normal provision and then MAT provision. Cost of goods sold, yes, obviously it comes under business, not to be considered. Tax relating to LTCG, long-term capital gain is a non-business expenses and hence it is to be considered. Depreciation we will consider only if there is any additional information given. Proposed dividend to be considered. Income tax to be considered. Net profit is 2,87,000. Come to the credit items. Sales 14 lakhs. LTCG exempt ಸೊ ಅವರೇ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ ದ LTCG ಈಸ್ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ಲಿ ಎಕ್ಸಮ್ಟ್ ಅಂತ. ಸೊ ವಿಲ್ notice when we solve the problem. Next, interest on government securities, which is other sources income, 15,000. Next, additional information, depreciation allowable for the year as per IT Act, 50,000. This is the normal adjustment which we will be going through. So compare this with the P&L account depreciation. We will take the excess or deficit, whatever it is. Brought forward business loss, brought forward and of depreciation ಎರಡು ಇದೆ. ಆದರೆ brought forward business loss as per books of account ಅಂತ ಇದೆ. ಬಟ್ brought forward business loss unabsorbed depreciation ಇದು as per books of account, as per IT Act, nothing information is given. So slight different from the previous problem. Okay, let's go to solve this problem. Computation of tax liability under normal provision will be the first step. TN company. Okay, net profit is 2,87,000. Add the tax relating to LTCG is considered here. Yes, excess depreciation has been there because P&L account ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರೋದು 85,000, adjustment ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರೋದು 50,000. So difference will be 35,000. Proposed dividend to be considered, income tax to be considered. Total this come to the inadmissible incomes. LTCG, even though it is said as a exempt, that will be completely exempted at the time of calculating the total income on the particular tax income from capital gains. Okay, so now it is need not to be considered as an exempt. Consider the whole amount. Next is interest on government securities. So that's it, deduct it, we will get the income from business. Next comes computation of total income. So as usual, 5 heads of income: salary, house property, no information regarding that. Next comes income from business. We calculated right now 3,50,000. Yes, income from capital gain. Under this LTCG, as it has been said that it is exempted under section 10 subsection 38, it is to be exempted here. While calculating the total income, it is to be completely exempted. Okay, income from other sources, interest on government securities is 15,000. After calculating all these, it will come to 3,65,000. Okay, next comes brought forward business loss or brought forward unabsorbed depreciation. So any brought forward unabsorbed depreciation, we don't know that which is related to accounts or IT, and hence it is considered. And then brought forward business loss is also considered here, 55,000, and hence deduct it. 1,85,000 will be the gross total income. So even though if it is said as an brought forward loss as per books of accounts idru kuda we have considered it, because brought forward unabsorbed depreciation ನಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ which is related to IT na which is related to books of accounts ಅಂತ. if it is ಡಿಫ್ರೆನ್ಷಿಯೇಷನ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ರೆ ಅವರು ಬುಕ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ಸ್ ಅಂತಲೂ ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಬುಕ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ IT ಅಂತಲೂ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ರೆ IT ಮಾತ್ರ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ತೊಗೊಳ್ಳಿ, ಬುಕ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ಸ್ನ ವಿ ವಿಲ್ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ಡ್ ಅಂಡರ್ ಮ್ಯಾಕ್ ಪ್ರಾವಿಷನ್. ಬಟ್ ಹಿಯರ್ ಅನ್ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ಡಿಪ್ರಿಸಿಯೇಷನ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಯಾವುದೇ ರೀತಿಯಾದ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿಲ್ಲದೆ ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಬರೀ ಬುಕ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ಸ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ IT ಇದ್ದರೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ಕಂಪ್ಯಾರಿಸನ್ ಮಾಡಿ IT ಇಲ್ಲಿ ತೊಗೊಳ್ಳಿ, ಬುಕ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ಸನ್ನ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಕಿಪ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಯಾವುದೇ ರೀತಿಯಾದ IT ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್, ಬುಕ್ಸ್ ಬ್ರಾಡ್ ಫಾರ್ವರ್ಡ್ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಲಾಸ್ ಆ್ಯಸ್ ಪರ್ IT, ಬ್ರಾಡ್ ಫಾರ್ವರ್ಡ್ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಅನ್ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ಡಿಪ್ರಿಸಿಯೇಷನ್ ಆ್ಯಸ್ ಪರ್ IT ಅಂತ ಏನು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿಲ್ಲದೆ ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಇದೇ ಅಮೌಂಟನ್ನು ವಿ ವಿಲ್ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಹಿಯರ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಡಿಡಕ್ಟ್ ಇಟ್. ಸೊ ಇದು ಗ್ರಾಸ್ ಟೋಟಲ್ ಇನ್ಕಮ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಅಗೇನ್ ಐ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ನಾಟ್ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ಡ್ LTCG ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಈ ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಲ್ ಗೇನ್ ಹೆಡ್ಡಿಂಗಲ್ಲಿ LTCG ಎಕ್ಸೆಂಪ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಅಗೇನ್ ಇಲ್ಲೂ ಕೂಡ ಇದು ಕೂಡ ಎಕ್ಸೆಂಪ್ಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ LTCG 20% ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡೋ ಅವಶ್ಯಕತೆ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಹೆನ್ಸ್ ಯು ವಿಲ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ಲಿ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ದಿ ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ ಅಟ್ 30% ಆನ್ ದಿ ಅರೈವ್ಡ್ ಟೋಟಲ್ ಇನ್ಕಮ್. That is 1,85,000 into 30%. Add education cess at 4%. The tax liability under the normal provision is 57,720. Here gross total income ಎರಡು ಒಂದೇ ತೊಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಒನ್ ಮೋರ್ ಸ್ಟೆಪ್ ಇದೆ, ಗ್ರಾಸ್ ಟೋಟಲ್ ಇನ್ಕಮ್ದ ಡಿಡಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್ನ ಮೈನಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಆ್ಯಸ್ ಎ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಈಸ್ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ಲಿ ಸೈಲೆಂಟ್ ರಿಗಾರ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ದಿ ಡಿಡಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್. ಅಗೇನ್ ಟೋಟಲ್ ಇನ್ಕಮ್ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಬರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಈ ಥರ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟಾಗಿ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಬುಕ್ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್. ಎಸ್, ಸೇಮ್ ನೆಟ್ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ ತೊಗೊಳ್ತೀವಿ 2,87,000. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವ್ಯಾವ ಐಟಮ್ಸ್ ತೊಗೊಳ್ತೀವಿ ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಪ್ರೊಪೋಸ್ಡ್ ಡಿವಿಡೆಂಡ್, ಲಾಸಸ್ ಇದೆಯಾ, ಏನು ಲಾಸಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲ. ದೆನ್ ಡಿಪ್ರಿಸಿಯೇಷನ್ ಇದೆಯಾ, ಎಸ್ ಡಿಪ್ರಿಸಿಯೇಷನ್ ವಿಚ್ ಈಸ್ ಇನ್ ದಿ P&L ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ಮಾತ್ರ ತೊಗೊಳ್ತೀವಿ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಇನ್ಕಮ್ ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ ಟು ಬಿ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ಡ್ ಹಿಯರ್ 60,000 ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ಯಾಟ್ ನೋಡಿಕೊಂಡು ಬುಕ್ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವ್ಯಾವ ಐಟಮ್ಸ್ ತೊಗೊಳ್ಬೇಕು, ಯಾವ್ಯಾವ ಐಟಮ್ ತೊಗೋಬಾರ್ದು ಅಂತ ನೋಡಿಕೊಂಡು ಆ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ಯಾಟಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಿದೆ ಅದನ್ನು ಮಾತ್ರ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡಿ, ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಹೋಲ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ತಪ್ಪಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ಆ್ಯಡಿಂಗ್ ದಿಸ್ ಟು ದಿ ನೆಟ್ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ 5,62,000 ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಅರೈವ್ಡ್. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಫಸ್ಟು LTCG ವಿಚ್ ಈಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸೆಂಪ್ಟೆಡ್, ಯಾವುದೇ ರೀತಿಯಾದ ಎಕ್ಸೆಂಪ್ಟೆಡ್ ಇನ್ಕಮ್ ಆ್ಯಸ್ ಪರ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ಯಾಟ್. ನೀವು ಫಾರ್ಮ್ಯಾಟ್ ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ ಮತ್ತೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಅನಲೈಸ್ ಇಟ್. ಎನಿಥಿಂಗ್ ಇನ್ಕಮ್ ವಿಚ್ ಈಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸೆಂಪ್ಟೆಡ್, ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ LTCG ಎಕ್ಸೆಂಪ್ಟ್ ಅಂತ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ಡ್ ಯಸ್. ಅಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ದಿಸ್ ಎನಿ ಡಿವಿಡೆಂಡ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಇಂಡಿಯನ್ ಕಂಪನಿ ಎಕ್ಸೆಂಪ್ಟ್ ಅಲ್ವಾ, ಅದು ಅಂಥದ್ದನ್ನು ಏನಾದರೂ ಇದ್ದರೆ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ಲಿ ಎಕ್ಸೆಂಪ್ಟನ್ನು ನಾವು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಎಕ್ಸೆಂಪ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತೀವಿ ಅದರ್ ಸೋರ್ಸಸಲ್ಲಿ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಹೆನ್ಸ್ ಯಾವುದೇ ರೀತಿಯಾದ ಇನ್ಕಮ್ಸ್ ವಿಚ್ ಈಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸೆಂಪ್ಟೆಡ್ ಈಸ್ ಟು ಬಿ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ಡ್ ಇಯರ್ ಆ್ಯಸ್ ಪರ್ ದಿ ಮ್ಯಾಟ್ ಪ್ರಾವಿಷನ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ಯಾಟ್. ಎಸ್, LTCG ಎಕ್ಸೆಂಪ್ಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ಡ್. ಡಿಪ್ರಿಸಿಯೇಷನ್ ಅಗೇನ್ ಇನ್ P&L ಅಕೌಂಟ್, P&L ಅಕೌಂಟಲ್ಲಿ ಇರೋದನ್ನೇ ನಾವು ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಬ್ರಾಡ್ ಫಾರ್ವರ್ಡ್ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಲಾಸ್, ಬ್ರಾಡ್ ಫಾರ್ವರ್ಡ್ ಅನ್ಅಬ್ಸರ್ಬ್ಡ್ ಡಿಪ್ರಿಸಿಯೇಷನ್. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ಕಂಪೇರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟಾಗಿ ತೊಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಯಾಕೆ ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಬ್ರಾಡ್ ಫಾರ್ವರ್ಡ್ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಲಾಸ್ ಆ್ಯಸ್ ಪರ್ ಬುಕ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಬಟ್ ಬ್ರಾಡ್ ಫಾರ್ವರ್ಡ್ ಅನ್ಅಬ್ಸರ್ಬ್ಡ್ ಡಿಪ್ರಿಸಿಯೇಷನ್ ಆ್ಯಸ್ ಪರ್ ಬುಕ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ಆ್ಯಸ್ ಪರ್ ITನ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಯಾವುದೇ ರೀತಿಯಾದ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಇದನ್ನು ಕಂಪೇರ್ ಮಾಡಿ ವಿಚ್ ಎವರ್ ಈಸ್ ಲೆಸ್ ತೊಗೊಳೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ ಇಲ್ಲಿ. ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಎರಡೂ ಕೂಡ ಕಂಪೇರ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಇಟ್ ಮಸ್ಟ್ ಬಿ ರಿಗಾರ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ದಿ ಬುಕ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ಸ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ. ಓಕೆನಾ? ಸೊ ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಬುಕ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ಸ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಎರಡೂ ಕೂಡ ಇಲ್ಲದೆ ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಸೊ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟಾಗಿ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರಿಂಗ್ ಇಟ್ ಫಾರ್ ದಿ ಔಟರ್ ಕಾಲಮ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಹೆನ್ಸ್ book profit will be arrived at 1,47,000. As usual, the tax on book profit is 18.5%. So calculate at 18.5%, and as usual education says to be calculated at 4%. The MAT here liability under MAT is 28,283. So last step is calculating the tax liability. We have two types of tax liability here, which is calculated under normal provision, which is calculated under MAT provision. Normal provision only 57,720 bantu, MAT provision only tax liability is 28,283 bantu. Compare this, whichever is higher will be the final tax liability to be paid by the company. So here normal provision ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ 57,720 is the final tax payment to be made by the company.